Hello, hello everyone, we're here, we are back, once again, for the rare occasional early morning stream, at least my time. Of course, my name is Tom, otherwise known as Titanium Leg Man, and if you don't know why you're here on this random Tuesday morning, it's because Nintendo has finally decided they're going to grace us with a lot of concrete, direct information about Fire Emblem Fortune's Weave, which of course, I'm very much here for, and I know many of you are here for as well, so I'm very excited. The stream starts, the direct specifically, starts in like 30 minutes, so we're going to hang out, we're going to listen to some music, we're going to chat about what our hopes and expectations are for the stream, for the game in general, and I actually have pulled up on Serenus Forest, like the Fire Emblem fan site, I've pulled up the character profiles of all of the characters that have been fully revealed thus far. I know we've seen like a lot of background characters and gleaned some information about them from like seeing them on battle maps and stuff, but the ones that have actually had proper information posted by Nintendo are all collated on Serenus Forest. So we're gonna use the next few minutes to look through those and learn a little bit about them, because I've been meaning to do so and just kind of haven't had the chance, so seems like the perfect opportunity to do that. Hang out, chat, have a good time. I do see we have a number of fine folks in chat right now. Apparently I somehow just accidentally peaked my mic. Don't know how that happened. My bad. I see we have Caffeine, 30 minutes before work. Fair. Well, you'll be here just in time to see the direct start, and that's about it. Renee is here. Hello, Renee. Always good to see you. Amirok, hello. Hey, Rockarug. Might be asleep by then because it's midnight, but I'm keen to hear and see what happens. How long would you expect the direct to be? They said 20 minutes. So it really shouldn't be too long in terms of like keeping you awake, but it should be pretty packed with info. We're going to skip Edge of Dawn because we don't need lyrics while I'm trying to talk to you guys. Yes, I'm playing the Three Houses OST in the background. Can you blame me? We're going back to Fodlan-ish. How could I not? I mean, also, it's one of the best OSTs in the franchise, so, like, you know. Oh, alright. I hope you guys are ready. Sitting in the parking lot 30 minutes till I go into work. Y'all are... The direct starts in 30 minutes. You guys are... very, very unfortunately timed here currently. But here, let's I'm gonna go ahead and pop on over to Serenus Forest here. Alright. Oh dude, Fodlan Winds is incredible. Alright. So here we have the actual Serenus Forest page for Fortune's Weave. I don't know, I know I've talked about Serenus Forest before, and most of you probably know about it, but yeah, if you're not familiar with Serenus Forest, you should definitely check it out as like one of the premier Fire Emblem fan sites. They are awesome. Awesome guys. But so, they have been collating, as you can see here, the character quick links, various different characters that have been revealed, and I've got them all pulled up in different tabs, so we can check them out and see what exactly there is to see, because I know there is definitely some information out there that I haven't been able to follow up on yet. Enjoy the short 40-hour video. Oh, it was a blast watching you do it. Would love some more. I do have more in the works. Actually, here's a little interesting behind-the-scenes thing, since you mentioned it, Rockarug. As like a behind-the-scenes YouTube like monetization thing. So even though, and Rockarug is referencing the 40-hour-long play I posted of my entire Sacred Stones Let's Play. Even though that video only has like 3,000 views, it has almost as much ad revenue as one of my normal, much more popular videos does. And that's just because of the duration of it, the amount of time that people spend watching it. It's weird. But that's why I think you're seeing a lot more people posting long-form content nowadays, or like rewatchable content, because it actually does much better monetarily than something that maybe comparatively actually takes more effort to put together. So, not saying that I want to become just like a slop channel or anything like that, but I figure it's a solid way to repurpose some of my old Let's Plays and stuff that people don't even know exist anymore, and like bring them forward make some money off of them, and then also give you guys some really long-form stuff that you can just sit and watch and enjoy over multiple sessions. So definitely something I'm looking to do more of in the future. I might do Triangle Strategy next, because I love that Let's Play. I've adored playing Triangle Strategy. Some of the best channel moments come from that, so that might be the next one I go for. We'll see. Time to open you up on the big TV. Hell yeah. Alright, so as far as our characters are concerned, we have obviously Kai. We know a fair bit about him, but he also seems like he's going to be one of the more mysterious characters in the game. Oh, you know what? Before I forget, let me start recording as well so that I don't forget to once the direct starts. So, yeah, we have Kai, who is one of our 4 protagonists. He's the kid of the group. But he's got a lot of interesting stuff going on. His father's in prison, and that's why he's trying to win the games so he can get him out. Oh, my lord. I'm just gonna bring that down a tad. Let me know if the sound levels get too crazy with the music. So that's an interesting angle for Kai, but then he's also got this, what seems to be a crest stone in his hand. You can see it here. In fact, let me see if I can... Yeah, so you see he's got this crest stone in his hand, and we've seen him unleash, like, blasts of dark energy with it. So there's definitely something weird going on with him. I think it might have been confirmed that he has the crest of Albin, one of the crests from Three Houses. So there's something interesting going on there, for sure. He's probably not going to be my pick to start with, because Dietrich is my boy. But he's going to be a cool character to play as, for sure. If you make an effort to put those long-form vids on more often at IRC, you get more revenue for premium users' watch time, too. Yes, that is correct. Couldn't see/find much Three Houses stuff. Did I do much? No. So Three Houses came out before I had the channel. So I played it all, consumed it before I ever started the channel. The only thing I did was the Cindered Shadows DLC. I intended to go back and do it at some point, but then the channel just got so busy with so many different things going on that it kind of fell by the wayside for me. So that is very interesting. I would love to do it, but who knows if it'll ever happen. Doing that with Rogue Trader, casual 150-hour video. Yeah, the issue with turning any stream into something like that is because there's so much chatting that goes on during a stream. So we'll say we learned a lot of unofficial info before this also. Oh, for sure. Yeah. There's a lot of stuff to glean. I did some analysis myself as well. There's definitely a lot of pieces to pick apart, but it's easier to look at stuff and chat with you guys for the officially revealed profiles and whatnot. 45-minute Titanium ASMR, man, my beloved. Oh, God, that whole bit was so good. I was losing my mind, but it helped keep me sane. Yeah, his eyes also turn red in some scenes. Crest stuff is not confirmed. I mean, maybe not specifically the crest of Albin for Kai, but, like, many of the characters do quite literally have crests on their status screens, so we haven't heard, like, official discussion of it. We probably will today, but it's definitely a thing, no doubt. Hey, Moon is here. Hello. So yeah, Kai is interesting because he's shown a lot as this Orneus rider, but I don't think that's his actual starting class from what we've seen. So I don't know if that's a promotion that he's able to get late, like early on. He's also not the only Orneus rider that we've seen. So I don't think it's specific to him, but it's highlighted a lot with him, for some reason. Kai's up into the air. Right, yes. Yeah, he does look really fun, though. I love that we have, like, ostrich Orneus cavalry things. It very much strikes of, Together in Battle with the Mantis mounts. Yep, cavalry rides a flying Orneus. Yep. And so some of the characters that we can see here, we do have official profiles for. We'll go to them in a second. I'm just trying to see if there's anything else particularly notable. Yeah, so, yeah, here you go. The crests of Albin and Gautier, which is interesting. I doubt that they have the crest items that you can put on characters right from the jump. Like you're able to unlock in 3 houses on subsequent playthroughs just to do different builds and stuff. So, not entirely sure what that's going to wind up entailing. Yeah, ostrich mounts. Yep. So that's Kai, bare bones. Then we've got his friend Tiara, or Tiala, who's like the mage for his group. She's one of his starting retinue. And she can use both dark magic and light magic, it seems, but probably not particularly physically durable, so she's very interesting. She's the strategist for the group, because, you know, of course, she's the bookish, nerdy one with the glasses. Sorry, my mouse is dying, so my scroll wheel is all screwed up, so if you see it juddering around, that's why. I've got a new one on the way. Yeah, so she seems like she could potentially be pretty good, kind of like a Lysithea a little bit. We don't know too much about her right now, but she does, you know, do support stuff with magic and the like. So apparently her grandfather was also a tactician, which is why she's like into tactics and things. Oh, look at that. There's a tactician from 3AC776 whose first name is August. I forgot about that. Yeah, that could be a fun reference. Because then obviously you've got the country of Dagda, and then you've got Dagdar from Fire Emblem Past, so... Definitely a healer. Oh, for sure. Yeah, I'm curious to see more of, like, what exactly she, like, does, what her involvement with everything is. Yeah, Diviner has proficiency bonus for reason and faith, so yeah, makes perfect sense. She's a healer, and it's if they're using the same system as 3 houses, then it's very possible that she'll be able to use both schools of magic as long as she's in a magic class. Because that's how it was in 3 houses as well. Like, even if you were a priest, if you knew dark magic or like anima magic, you could, well, not dark magic, but anima magic specifically, you could still use it for combat. So I'm imagining we'll probably have a similar situation here, but... Yeah, so as Diviner, she has wind here, so... there's a bunch of different combat arts. I'm very curious to see how, like, diverse, I guess you could say, the range of combat arts is going to be this time around. I know we've seen some stuff that's familiar. Yeah, and there's her casting physic. Right. Cool. Very nice. Then we have Peter, the archer. I like that he's kind of got, like, almost chubby little arms. He's very, Hobbit-esque to me, and I like him. I like him as a result. And plus, you know, he's an archer, and I'm a sucker for archers because, you know, certified archery instructor over here. Anima was renamed Black Magic for some goddamn reason. Yeah, I still just default to Anima Magic because I'm an old head, you know. What can you do? Everything has to be Final Fantasy, I guess. White and Black Magic. So I think, if I remember correctly, it should be in here somewhere. They mentioned Peter's personal skill. Where he got, like, extra damage for something, if I remember correctly. It's been a minute since I looked at it. Yep, forged weapons, that I knew about. The curved shot combat art, right. I swear it was mentioned somewhere on the official profile that he has a personal skill that gives him a damage boost, but I can't find it here. I could be confusing it with one of the other archers as well. Extra range on combat arts. That's what it was. Thank you, Barster. Yeah, so he could potentially be really good. Obviously, archers are a little hit or miss depending on what game system they're in, what Fire Emblem game they're in, and also what their growths are. You know, I remember Etier very well. So we'll have to see if he's actually any good, but at least baseline with how his kit seems to be set up with his personals and everything, he could be quite useful. So I'm definitely going to be giving him a shot. Depending on how we get him, if we get him, because I'm not picking Kai first. We'll have to see how the recruitment's going to be with the retainers. Then there's Ultand. Ultand is very interesting. I wasn't sure if she was going to be like an NPC or like kind of in the role of the professors from Three Houses, where you could potentially recruit her, but she... What the... Jesus! What the hell is happening? Hold on. Oh my god, damn you. God damn it, Nintendo. Hey, the Direct is live. Jesus God. Shut up. Ah, that gave me a heart attack. Holy. All right, well, we're gonna leave that in the background for a minute. All right, I put the going live up because I didn't know what the hell was happening. Sorry about that. Anyway, so yeah, I wasn't sure what role Alton was gonna have, but it seems like she's just part of Kai's group, which is interesting. She, if I remember correctly, is also a mage. Yes. Yeah, she's the one that does both black and white magic. That's right. And again, obviously other characters can do it as well, but she's more specialized for it, which is cool. I like her design a lot. She has a really, really cool design. The braid is wild. And of course, I do always love a good mage as well. So I'm trying to see, though. I didn't see much about her because her reveal happened while I was away at camp. She's in the priest class. Has brawling again. Very nice, very nice. Let's see. What other info is there for her? Level 2 or 22 priest here, wielding seraphim. Very cool. Yep, and we do know that there's undead. Yes, that is something that I've seen that is confirmed. I do like that they actually have like skeletal birds as well for the Orneus riders. That's super sick. So yeah, we'll have options like Seraphim, like from Gaiden and other games that'll give bonuses against undead enemies. Very cool. Always happy to see it. Curious to see how they're going to wind up like working into the story, but I'm assuming it has something to do with like that character who's like opening the gates to the abyss or whatever that we saw from the second trailer. So that's very cool to see, though. I'm very happy about that. How does the braid work? I'm assuming it's like wrapped around like the back of the ring and then like wrapped back up and over to dangle, I'm assuming. Yeah, believe me, I've been trying to figure that one out as well. I wonder... Here, let's see. Shut up. Okay, yeah. So there you go. You can see it here. Can I don't want to pop it out, but whatever. Yeah, so you can see it's kind of like wrapped around and down. It's very strange. Not her hair, it's an extension. I mean, I guess it could be. Honestly, like, no joke. But, yeah, I don't know. We'll have to see. She seems like she could be really cool, though. I'm hoping that she's not like a Jagan and then falls off, but that's been... Well... I was going to say that's been less of a thing recently, but then I'm reminded of a certain paladin from Engage who's like the worst Jagan in the franchise, so, maybe I'll hold my judgment on that one. Let's see, what else do we have here? There's a recovery boost. She's a assistant heal. No visible crest. Yep, we have usages on spells. I figured that was the case. I probably noticed it before and just don't remember. Very cool. Yeah, she's probably my favorite of the Kai cast thus far. She just has a very fun design. Like a mini Jagan, she clearly starts as priest. Yeah. Hey, comic, how you doing? So that's her, and then now we get the boy Dietrich, Alucard himself, scion of House Lamine, which is so very interesting. Obviously, he has some form of relic weapon called Answerer. He's got a bunch of very vampiric skills that like drain his HP to do all sorts of different stuff, like the bloodletting combat art. Like, I know way more about Dietrich and his crew than I do Kai and his crew. Full disclosure on that one. Pretty and very NPC-like at the same time. Yeah, she definitely seems like a character who could have gone either way of being playable or not. Like an important character who's just not someone in your party, but... yeah, so... Dietrich... I have so many questions about Dietrich, man. I'm primarily picking him... I mean, his design is sick, but... I'm primarily going with him first just because I want to learn as much as possible about what's happening in Fodlan as quickly as possible. Yeah, we saw the bloodletting combat art in play. I've seen that. It's interesting, too, that he's in Myrmidon here. I'm wondering if, for some reason, that is going to be a class specific to him. I know sometimes, like, in Path of Radiance, like, Ike was the only mercenary, even though mercenary had been a standard class in the franchise in the past. So sometimes they will do that and give an old class to a character as their specific unique class for some reason. So we'll have to see if that's the case. Gotta go clock in. Y'all have a good time. Yeah, have a good day at work, Caffeine. Thanks for hanging out. The guard from the monastery is going to be in the game. It would be an awesome Easter egg if he was here for some reason. That would be a ton of fun, yes. I doubt it would actually happen, but it would be very, very cool. Yep, we see other members of his retinue here. And then, yeah, there's the friggin', like, blade golem things. Don't know what they're about yet, but... Yep, there's bloodletting being able to be used with Answerer. Only usable with Answerer. Again, very similar to other legendary weapons in the past where they have their own specific combat arts that you can use. So, no shocker on that one. Sorry, I'm just double checking one thing really quick here. Come on, work with me, phone. There we go. All right. Is there anything else here that I haven't seen before for Dietrich specifically? No, nothing too specific here. Then as far as his other characters, of course, we have Fabio, this absolute lunatic. I have no idea what his deal is going to be. I have a whole video that I want to do based on him and other details that we've seen, but he's definitely an odd duck. He's seems to be kind of like the Hubert of this game, but we have to see a lot more about him. But he is a missionary of the Church of Saros, which raises so many questions. So many questions. Like, obviously we don't know yet what the actual timeline situation is here. And that's been a major point of discussion for myself and a lot of other people. But if this is the sequel that I think it is, even if it's significantly down the line timeline-wise, if the Church of Saros still exists in a meaningful capacity to the point that they have missionaries, then that raises a lot of very interesting questions about what, if any, ending is being chosen as a canon ending for Three Houses, and how Fodlan has progressed since then. Very, very interesting character. Also, the fact that he likes various types of pain and talking to intelligent people. Lovely fella. Lovely fella. Yeah, and they're from the same, like, town or home, Dietrich and, I almost said Hubert, Fabio. Yeah, as mentioned here, the other important thing is that Fabio serves the Church of Saros. This confirms the game takes place after the year -41 of the Fodlan calendar. Although Dietrich wielding a hero's relic, it was unlikely to take place earlier than that. Right. So we have that, at least, unless we're in, like, alternate timeline shenanigans, which is entirely possible as well, because who knows at this point. But it's definitely a very interesting note to make. Yeah, Fabio's design is wild. Good morning, everyone in chat. Good to see y'all. All right. So that is largely, I think, what we know about Fabio for the most part. Like, he's had some dialogue with some characters, but nothing too crazy. And then Esmeralda, yes, let's talk about her. So Esmeralda, otherwise known as Brazilian Miku to everyone that I have been seeing talk about her online, seems like she's kind of like your Hilda or your Charlotte archetype, or even your Etier archetype, where she's like doesn't look particularly strong, but she's actually like wildly strong for some reason. And she, interestingly, is an armor knight for Dietrich's group. Now, yeah, what's interesting, her story is very, very interesting here. And I love that this is a thing. A fisherman's daughter from a fishing village on the Dagnan coast, wild at heart with superhuman strength despite her build, she joined Dietrich after he rescued her from being sacrificed to a sea beast. So she was supposed to be a sacrifice. And it's, oh god, what's the... I was talking about this with Jane the other day. This is, like, directly based on mythology. Oh my god, I can't think of the name. It's not Persephone. Oh my god, I can't remember this name right now. But, like, that is literally, like, a word-for-word actual ancient myth. She's like Hilda, but she doesn't have an H cup. Okay, listen. I think I've heard somewhere that she has Dimitri's crest or something. That would be interesting. I don't know if we've seen that anywhere. They might be on the page here if it is. It could explain her strength, but... Yeah, and so she uses a her father's harpoon and a shield, which is awesome. She looks super cool. I love her design. Oh, the lance has the crest of bladed. Oh... Interesting. I hadn't seen that before. Uh-huh. What I hear is that someone's afraid to commit to a woman with big muscles. Well, it's funny because, like, we definitely have had muscular female characters in recent Fire Emblem games. But it's like, it's a trope that they like, that the string bean character is the wildly strong one for some reason. It's just like, it's like a comedy thing. I don't know. In addition, Esmeralda mentioned that marks, aka crests, belong to the gods, but there's no god of Dagda with this mark, so it seems Dagda was not natively... may not natively have all the crests. Perhaps some crests came from other lands like Esmeralda's and Dietrich's. Interesting. Yeah, I completely missed that before. That's super cool. Abs, Archer, and Engage. Yep, Etier. Yeah, there she is. I love this. Like... She just has such a cool design. The colors are so good. I love that she has a harpoon for her lance. It's wild. Oh, shit. It's starting. Hold on. Hold on. Okay. Here we go. All right. This chat off my screen. Here we go! Lock in, folks. Holy frame rate. Oh, there we go.
The second birth of this world's rightful ruler. At the advent of the underworld.
We'll never win the battles ahead without them.
Oh, Theodora's statue is destroyed. Interesting.
We need as many as we can recruit.
Oh, let's fucking go! Oh. Interesting.
The Dagdan Empire, a land at the peak of prosperity under the rule of the gods. In the capital city of Daxian, bustling markets, ports teeming with trading ships, temples to the gods, and other establishments line the crowded streets. This is also where the heroic games are held in tribute to Dagda, the Empire's first and founding king.
The heroic games
have
begun!
He also has a trident. That's
It's
interesting.
said that Solel, the current ruler, will grant one wish to whoever wins the games. Those vying for the prize hold strength, determination.
Okay, there's Gun
undying
Priestess again.
convictions They refuse to yield. The story revolves around 4 heroes who have entered the heroic games. Who you choose will
God, this character
determine
art is so
how
good.
The narrative unfolds as they fight for glory.
Okay. Confirming that you definitely 100% pick somebody.
Is a young boy living in the peaceful village of Ribera. On his 15th birthday, his father is imprisoned beneath Daxian for crimes committed. In hope of a peaceful life as a family, he sets out with his childhood friends to win the heroic games and save his father.
These kids are definitely not going to go through trauma. Definitely not.
Dietrich, ever in search of a stronger opponent, is attacked by an enormous monster while sailing a stormy sea.
Interesting. Okay.
He then washes ashore in the foreign land of Dagda. This is where, between battling bandits and beasts, he learns of the heroic games. To slake his thirst for battle, Dietrich decides to compete in the heroic
Whoa,
games
his face.
with new allies at his side.
That settles it. Time to hit the road. To Daxian.
Interesting. Okay. I didn't realize he gets jumped by a
Hailing from
sea
the kingdom
beast.
of
Cool.
Ceramus in the south, Theodora represents a culture that worships the keeper of death and night, a goddess loathed throughout the lands,
Oh, interesting. All right.
swearing to restore the honor of her goddess and defend the faith of the people and the peace of her kingdom.
It sounds like their
Theodora
goddess is the
leads
one that the
retainers into
underworld
battle
was trying to
with the
revive.
goal of winning the games.
Right? Like, that sounds exactly like what they're trying to revive.
Born into prestige and
Ah.
blessed with musical talent.
Thank you,
Lea is
Tactical Mindscapes.
consumed by rage, following her father's murder at the hands of an unknown assailant. Having given everything to seek revenge, she eventually learns of the killer's plan to participate in the heroic games.
Alive! I will kill him.
To bring an end to the man who murdered her father, Leda heads to Daxian with supportive companions in tow.
I'm sorry, Theodora, but I won't be letting you take
The
the
hell of a
victory today.
lance that he had there. What was that?
If victory is decided by conviction alone, then I think it shall not be up to you.
I have burned to duel you, white-maned demon.
Okay, so that is the guy that led us after.
I'm
Interesting. Barnard.
Failure is not an option for me either. But that's only because I don't have any choice!
Yeah, how does this
Going
work?
into each match, you'll choose your party members and their initial placement on the field.
Okay, right,
Then
yeah.
Let the battle commence.
What's with all the guest characters, though? I guess you have just
Each
teams,
unit's
like
movement
story-wise.
range is shown in blue, and their attack range in red. Once all of your units have completed their actions, your opponent's turn begins.
They're really hammering home the
Take
basics of how to
turns
play.
Moving and fighting across the map as you engage
Yo!
in fierce combat.
Charge ranges for,
Includes defeating the,
the
opposing
chariots?
leader, among other conditions. The 4 heroes and their allies can utilize various means of attack.
Oh, Zombatos are back. Cool.
Swords are straightforward and easy to wield. Gauntlets make it easier to evade attacks.
Here it comes.
Spears deal massive damage to cavalry units.
Oh, okay.
Axes have low accuracy but high attack power.
So they just have built-in
Bows
anti-cavalry
strike
for
enemies at a
lances
distance
now.
and can
Very
deal fatal
interesting.
blows to flying units.
Okay, that's huge.
And magic is effective against foes with heavy armor. It can also heal or otherwise support allies. in
Okay, so there's
dire
Kai on a
situations.
normal horse with 11
There are
edge.
also swords that call
Pepe? Oh my god.
gauntlets that look like firearms and other unique weapons to find.
Interesting. So the gauntlets are the guns.
Is a key element
Weird.
of combat. When you strike within an enemy's range of attack, they might counterattack. Consider attacking those equipped with close-range weapons from a distance, and get up close. and
Whoa,
personal
Diego.
with
Oh, okay,
long-range
so Diego's a
attacks to
Myrmidon.
avoid counterattacks.
So there goes that theory with Dietrich.
The terrain can also give you an advantage.
30
While
avoid
adjacent
from
allies
forests.
can
God damn.
receive buffs. Take advantage of the
Okay, nice. You
situation
got your
to
support
control
bonuses
the
shown.
battlefield
Very
in
good.
your favor. Combat arts are attacks unleashed at the expense of weapon durability. There are attacks with greater power,
Woo! Love it.
longer range,
Ursula, my beloved.
or other advantageous effects. So use them in decisive moments.
Yeah, the Orniuses, the ostrich riders. Yep.
There are also special moves that consume your soul in exchange for power.
Oh, that consume your soul. Just period. Straight up. All right.
Releases a burst of otherworldly power from his hand to cast flames in a wide area. After moving, Dietrich's ink black cloak can warp him to locations.
Yeah, firearms
on the
always had terrain
battlefield
effects,
that
yeah.
aren't easily accessible. Theodora uses the power inherited from her ancestors to rend the earth and hurl it above.
That's awesome.
Lita plays her Vihuela to buff allies. Summon a powerful monster.
I was gonna say we've seen her summon demonic beasts as well.
These special moves can turn the tide of battle, but at the cost of the hero's health points. Additionally, if your allies fall in battle,
Oh, here we go.
think I need a break.
you can turn back time.
Okay, yep. So we've got
After
the
each move,
rewind
you
mechanic
can
still.
rewind to
Fair
any
enough.
Previous point in battle, so don't be afraid to rethink your
Divine
strategy if things don't
Sand
go as planned.
is the resource. Interesting. They have to limit it in
Based
some
on
way,
the
though,
class,
man. Like more
such
than it
as
was.
Sheeta, who are
Whoa!
skilled with swords, Bardingers who fight on horseback, and bishops who use white magic.
Yo, these designs are fucking
Unit's
hot.
abilities can change dramatically. The weapons they can wield and their range of movement also vary. Classes are divided into beginner, specialty, and advanced tiers.
Okay, 3 tiers.
Beginner classes are the foundation.
Oh, I like that redhead.
Warriors excel in handling weapons. Diviners can
Dante.
use magic. And Ornius riders can cover more ground.
Okay.
There are 5 beginner classes in all. Specialty
Interesting.
classes have more specific abilities. Armored knights boast ironclad defense with heavy armor.
Doesn't seem to be a break mechanic in this one, like Engage,
Wooden
which is
soldiers
a shame,
can
but
leap obstacles and cover long distances.
of course, Pegasus Knights, very good.
While charioteers can strike multiple.
We actually get to
enemies
use
in a single
chariots.
line.
That's awesome.
You're over
Yeah.
to retain.
Very cool.
Advanced classes are masters of their skills. Cataphract.
Whoa,
have
hello,
the mobility
Shamir-looking
of
guy.
horses with the defense of heavily armored units.
Okay, so we have a great knight equivalent. Cool.
Guardians are skilled with both spears and white magic.
Ah, okay, like a paladin.
Classes that possess a combination of strengths.
Oh my god, Elephant Rider!
Overwhelming elephant riders and other classes that fight while astride.
Seth?
giant
Seth!
beasts.
Wait! Wait, what?
You defeat me?
What? Wait, what? Oh, whoa! Wait! Wait, you can't just drop that! What the
Between
fuck?
matches, you'll have time to get ready for what's to come. you'll receive some useful intel about your next opponent.
They can't just do
Use
that!
this information while exploring Daxian, or venturing off to improve your team's prowess in battle. The time is yours to spend.
So delicious.
I got
Let's
fucking
look at some of the things you can do in
gobsmacked by that. What?
The Arena Plaza is where you can receive additional.
Maybe it is a.
credits once
Well, it
per
can't be
week
a.
in the time between.
Because he's
matches.
blonde and he's supposed to be blonde. I
As
have so
your
many
skills
questions.
improve,
What the fuck?
You'll learn new moves to use in battle, and be able to wield increasingly stronger weapons. On match days, you can watch battles between other participants unfold to research your opponents. At the shopping arcade,
Welcome.
you'll purchase weapons and tools, or enhance your weapons using materials you've collected.
I'm trying to like pay attention to what they're saying here, but that
is watched over by a bronze statue of the divine sovereign.
That
and is home to
absolutely
7 temples.
slapped the shit out of my
Depending on which
face.
temple you volunteer in, you'll acquire a blessing to use in battle.
Well, it was his same voice too. I
These
heard it
provide
immediately.
effects, such as a temporary stat buff
Oh, cool! You can get blessings from the temples. That's fun. And they
more.
have the crests. Oh, maybe that's why there's crest emblems on
Speak to
people.
an
They have
exam
blessings.
to take a certification exam. The chance of success depends on who's taking the test and the
Dreadnought.
class they're aiming for. So be sure they have the necessary skills before applying.
To attain the pleasure I seek.
You can also receive quests from townsfolk. Complete them by the given deadline to receive rewards. You never know who might ask
I'm
for your
grateful
help.
for your help in this matter.
The divine.
Oh.
Why would someone of your stature be here?
All right, yeah. How does recruitment
You
work?
can also recruit powerful
Is it just like
warriors
Three
you meet in
Houses?
Daxian. Even if they turn you away at first, try giving them gifts
Yep. Okay.
The spirits
or invite them to share a meal. That might be enough to win them over. At inns, not only can you
I've
launch,
come to interfere with my own games. Yep.
but you can let time pass to gain experience and gather materials automatically.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
Looking good.
That's kind of like
Characters
training,
who've
but
grown close may converse and show their support to each other here too.
Oh, and can I get a raise? Then I'd be psyched to work even harder.
Thanks, Kai.
I came here to say I was pulling for you. But
God,
it went the
people
other
must be
way
going
around.
As your journey
insane over
continues,
Seta.
you'll gain access to even more facilities.
Remember this for a long time to come.
This is the Pale Raven's Perch, a spot where a mysterious white bird rests its wings. From here, you can swap to a different hero. Progress is saved for each of the heroes, so playing through all 4 of their stories in parallel is an option.
Oh, interesting. That's an interesting way of handling that.
When you venture outside of Daxian,
Huh.
you can explore areas across the continent. Time passes every time you move, so plan your
Yeah, this I've been
expeditions
really interested to see.
Visit towns to purchase local wares,
Anything you'd like?
or gather information that could be useful on your adventure. Travel with your allies to improve everyone's abilities in battle. Enemies will randomly appear on the world map. When you encounter one, a skirmish will begin.
This seems like a really good way to handle a world map at a Fire Emblem game, honestly.
Earn experience points by felling your foes. You'll also find dungeons where you'll collect materials for strengthening weapons,
I do love that we have dungeons,
along with other treasures.
Shadows of Valencia style again.
When you encounter enemies roaming in a dungeon, a turn-based clash that differs from normal battles will begin.
Wait, what?
In clashes, you can perform attack combos with your allies. Plus, each of the 4 heroes
Interesting.
can use abilities that are unique to them.
Fire Emblem JRPG, like actually.
Flush out enemies in hiding. While Theodora can recruit soldiers in towns,
Ah,
send
interesting.
out her assembled troops to gather materials.
That's really cool. Again, like let her actually have an army.
Or deploy
That
them
mechanically feels right.
Will not miss this chance.
Need some help!
Make the most of these commands to enhance your power battle.
Dances.
God, dude, I am blown away right now. The route switching is going to be
Bold warriors.
so interesting to see in actual action.
Hold fast to the devotion in your beating hearts. For those who stand upon the final stage, I shall grant whatever wish you may desire. So say I, the divine sovereign. That I vow to you. People of Daxian, hear me now as I declare that the heroic games have begun!
Come on, give us a hint. Give us a hint more story details. Tell us about the Avatar character. Come on. Oh, we've got a time skip, baby! Confirmed! So it's, yeah, the Avatar only comes in post-time skip, and things have obviously gone very poorly. Theodora is disgraced, thus her statue is destroyed.
In time's flow.
Oh.
See the glow of flames ever burning bright.
Instant chills, holy shit.
On the swift rivers drift, broken memories alight. I see that my song has finally reached your ears.
"5 years after the heroic games,
It is Sotha singing that, yeah.
Dagda faces its end at the hands of the revived demon god Balor.
Huh.
Even the 4 heroes who played a significant role in the heroic games have vanished. To confront the situation, the progenitor god,
The years were
Sophis,
long.
calls down a single soul. This is the story's true protagonist.
They just
You are
came right out
given
and said
2
it.
choices. Face the forces of the demon god Balor on your own, with the knowledge that it's no easy task.
What? Wait.
Or
What the
with
fuck?
time-traveling powers of the goddess Fortuna
Oh!
to change the fates of the
Ah, interesting.
must carve your path in the hope of saving Dagda from destruction. Those who join you in the future will strengthen the might of your assembled forces.
Okay.
Is where your story begins. The end of the world at the hands of the demon god. Which path will you walk?
Yo.
The rest is up to you.
Fire Emblem Fortune's Weave launches September 17th
Woo!
only on the Nintendo Switch 2 system. Pre-orders are available now on Nintendo eShop. The
God
Fire
damn.
Emblem Fortune's Weave Dagden Collection, which includes a 150-page art book, 12 character art cards, and more will be available the same day.
Yeah, I was gonna say, the spearhead looks a lot like the Sword of the Creator. I have discussed that, yeah. Yeah.
More Fire Emblem content will be available following this presentation.
Oh.
Nintendo Music, a service that lets you listen to Nintendo game music anytime, anywhere, will be updated.
Holy
with certain
fuck, this is
tracks
gonna
from
be
the
so
game,
peak.
including the main theme, later today.
Yeah, literally Angel's going back in time to try and
Nintendo
save
Today's
everybody.
smart device
That's
app,
so
which brings
sick.
you daily updates from Nintendo will receive a new Fire Emblem theme beginning tomorrow.
I wonder
The
if
app will
there's
also
like...
feature new information about Fire Emblem Fortune's Weave leading up to launch.
I wonder if there
There will also
is
be
a route
new Ask the Developer
for
article,
not recruiting anyone.
in which developers share their thoughts about working on this game on September 15th.
God damn. Holy shit, guys. I mean, I'm going to say it. It's peak. It is peak. God damn. Yeah, I have to download Nintendo today. I haven't actually downloaded it yet, but now's the time. Guys. Yes, there's a no recruit option. That would be such an insane challenge run mode. What is that even? Is it literally just you, no other recruitable characters? I mean, I already have a Switch 2. I've had a Switch 2. I got it in preparation for this last year. So don't need to rescue failures for my mission option. Honestly, yeah. Yeah. I bet anything that the demon god is the god of Theodora's people, and that's why her statue is just disfigured post-time skip. Fair enough, Moon. Fair enough. Bet they're gonna have a golden route after you beat all 4. Maybe. So the fact that you can go and play all of the routes simultaneously prior to the time skip, but then post-time skip, you can go back. Like, I have to wonder how much time you'll be spending post-time skip. Like, with that whole mechanic. Oh, man, how is this going to work? So, if you're able to play through all 4 routes simultaneously, and we saw We Are the Save Bird, that was a good shout from Segno, then once you hit the time skip, I'm assuming that those simultaneous runs are the ones that you go directly back to so that you can then recruit like your versions of those characters. So if you just like neglect the Kai route, then you go back to recruit Kai post time skip, like all of his units are going to be under leveled. So I'm assuming anyway. So you're encouraged to go through and do all 4, then go back and have everyone available once you hit the time skip. Imagine if you go back into different playthroughs. We know nothing about post-time skip. We don't even know if we play post-time skip. Well, I mean, we definitely do. Because, like, that's the whole point. They said you bring those characters forward into the future with you. So you definitely bring them into whatever fight. Like, it could even just be a couple of maps, but there's definitely going to be something post-time skip that you're physically playing. Yeah, if you go back into different playthroughs, that'd be hysterical. All right, how am I going to set up my lunatic run? Well, I'm going to go on easy and Giga Uber jack up all of my guys and then go through again as efficiently as possible until I get to the ability to recruit people from other playthroughs and just yoink them all forward. Yeah. They said that you go back and then you bring them forward. So we will presumably be spending time in the past as, I can't remember, Eshmael, I think is the name for the Avatar character. Enough time to convince them of whatever it is that you're going to tell them. Like, hello, I'm an angel summoned by the progenitor goddess Sothis, who also has the goddess of luck, Fortune, or whatever the fate, I think it was, on my side, and I need to bring you into the future so we can save the world. It's like, oh, all right. And then the time skip is just the everything went wrong timeline, so you can go back to fix. You don't have to play the time skip too much, kind of like Chrono Trigger. Maybe. Yeah, it's that wording in the trailer about you bring them back into the future that has me questioning. But, yeah, I mean, yeah, until we see it, it could just be trailer speak. Who knows? Got to go through the first half of everyone's core story before you can drop in so you can experience their story. Yeah, that's possible as well. Supposedly, the 4 were dead. They said that they disappeared. By the time here, we can go back and look at it again. Let's see. Where is it? Yeah, here. We'll just watch this whole section again.
In time's flow, see the glow of flames ever burning bright. On the swift rivers drift, broken memories alight. I see that my song has finally reached your ears.
Five years after the heroic games, Dagda faces its end at the hands of the revived demon god Valor.
Valor.
Even the 4 heroes who played a significant role in the heroic games have vanished. To confront the situation, the progenitor god, Sothis, calls down a single soul.
Yeah, and we definitely are the Fire Emblem as well, no doubt about that.
This is the story's true protagonist. You are given 2 choices. Face the forces of the demon god Valor on your own, with the knowledge that it's no easy task.
The Nameless is the name of the weapon. Interesting.
Or use the time-traveling powers of the goddess Fortuna to change the fates of the 4 heroes. You must carve your path in the hope of saving Dagda from destruction.
I want to know so much about this underground
Those
facility,
who
too.
join you in the future will strengthen the might of your assembled forces.
Yeah, those who join you in the future.
This is where your story begins.
Implying
The
whether they're
end of the
vanished, dead,
world
whatever.
At the hands of the demon god.
If you don't bring the heroes forward, they do not show up.
Which path will you walk?
The rest.
I guess Fortuna could be the
Is
save
up to
bird.
you.
That's possible.
Fire Emblem Fortune's Weave launches September 17th. Only on
God
the Nintendo
damn.
Switch 2
I'm so
system.
happy I got the collector's
Pre-orders
edition for
are
this.
available-
Oh, man. There's so much to unpack here. Good lord. I need to go back and look at the stuff that they were talking about post-Seth jump scare. That just took me out so bad, man. Where the hell was that? It was in here somewhere. Or, was it? I don't even remember now. Yeah, he was right here.
Elephant Riders and other classes that fight while astride giant beasts.
You defeat me?
Yeah, that is absolutely Seth. Also, is he wearing a friggin' wig? Oh my god, he is. Look. Or he's dyed his hair. Because you can see his eyebrows are still green. That is so insane. Oh my god, that is wild. Well, his hair is like the same color as the Divine Emperor, or whatever the hell his name is, who's running the games. Who, it's theorized, is a dragon, so I guess it would make sense if he's trying to blend in. Probably not a demo. They don't tend to do demos for Fire Emblem games. Unicap for your main character? We don't know. Past and future versions of the missing heroes? Maybe. Well, even like the tips of his hair are green. So it could be like he dyed it, but like that's not a good dye job. I don't know. Where is Flane? Where is Flane? Is she safe? Is she all right? And it's interesting too, because like if this was in the past, like pre-founding of the Church of Saros and everything, which obviously we know it's not going to be because Fabio exists and he's a missionary of the Church of Saros, but then he'd be going by Keyhole. Because Keyhole's his actual name, or Keyhole, or whatever. I think it's Keyhole, but like he's one of the saints. So
between matches, you'll have time to get ready for what's to come.
I'm curious about how the time mechanic is going to go too. What do we have here? Okay, so for different training missions, it'll tell you like what types of weapons you should be using, like what level you should be, what level of class you should have, all that type of stuff. Oh, this is the main battle. So no, this is actually an arena, like the story fight. Okay. Flane is making flan in some soup kitchen somewhere. Don't worry about it. A lot harder for Flane to hide because a child that never ages is a lot weirder. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, that was... They talked about that in Three Houses, Sedith and Flane, when you go through some of their story stuff. And he talks about why like the monastery is a convenient place for that because, for the most part, both staff and students are always rotating through, so they're never around long enough to like notice that Flane's not aging.
Intel about your next opponent.
Cool, it shows you the layout
this
too.
Information while exploring Daxian, or venturing off to improve your team's prowess in battle. The time is yours to spend.
So delicious.
Let's look at some of the things you can do in Daxian. The Arena Plaza is where you can receive additional training once per week in the time between matches. As your skills improve, you'll learn new moves to use in battle and be able to wield increasingly stronger weapons.
I'm curious about what that spear is too.
On match days, you can watch battles between other participants unfold.
Oh yeah, I completely missed that. That's interesting. You review the footage.
At the shopping arcade, you'll purchase weapons and tools, or...
Okay. So what different weapon types do we have here? I know I'm going to be doing a bunch of this analysis for my video as well, but it's fun to do with you guys here too, because sometimes you'll catch stuff I don't. Wooden sword, bronze sword, iron sword. Yeah, so we knew about that. We knew about wooden weapons. Only 10 durability on those. Whew. Durability is quite low in general, actually. I guess they're trying to really emphasize probably forging and repairs. Cool. Notably, the wooden axe and the wooden spear have more durability than the wooden sword. That's interesting. Don't even get the main character... God, my tongue. Don't even get the main character until after the games. It's crazy. There's so many questions. With how they're doing this, anything is possible for post-time skip.
Tools, or enhance your weapons using materials you've collected. This temple row
Okay, wait.
is watched over by a bronze statue.
I wanted to see...
Materials.
Okay, yeah, so you got your normal smithing stones. You can upgrade to at least +2. Maybe that's max, or maybe as you progress to keep things balanced, the smithy will get more like effective and you'll be able to make higher tier stuff. What I'm not liking is the small maps with very limited unit slots. Hopefully it's only for the first chapters. I'm assuming that's part of the nature of the games, like the arena, and that it'll open up. I'm betting that the beginning section of the game with the 4 stories is actually going to be fairly short, all things considered, because A, you've got all 4 routes and you're encouraged to play all 4 routes, and then B, I'm betting that the post-time skip stuff, and maybe I'm completely wrong about this, but I'm betting that's where we're going to open up into more traditional Fire Emblem gameplay. Because you'll have your army at that point after you've gone back in time with Ishmael and gotten everybody. And you'll have way more characters you'll be able to use and probably have much larger scale combat to engage in if you're literally fighting off a demonic horde, right? So I'm betting that's kind of the balance that they're striking. And they keep the battles small in the pre-time skip to keep things moving along and not get too bogged down in really big fights so that you can get to that big stuff at the end. I'm assuming.
You've collected.
Yeah, I know, Renee. I know. I just wanted to jump back to the beginning of that section because I realized I'd completely blanked out everything about the forging.
This temple row is watched over by a bronze statue of the divine sovereign and is home to 7 temples.
So there's some interesting... Hold on. Where is... Back we go. I wanted to look at those other 2 statues. Just bring them from before the heroic games will make the entire first part of the game pointless. Well, not really, because it would be about training and leveling then. Huh. I wonder if this is Tiara's grandfather. Or maybe Tiara and Kai are semi-related, because you can kind of see in the hair and the facial structure Kai, but the glasses makes me think of Tiara. And they're both like locals of the area. I wonder if that could be one or both of their ancestors. I think the game's just going to be a tutorial type thing. And see, it's interesting. I think they're doing a little bit of tomfoolery because, like, obviously you see very high-level characters during the games, but I would bet that that is pre- or post-time skip happening. So now you're going through with Ishmael and you're powering everybody up, like, really hardcore. Oh, they don't have gender-locked classes. I want to play a female gauntlet user. Well, I mean, that was a thing in 3 Houses. Like, I had, I used Catherine with gauntlets and stuff all the time. She was really good with them. So, I wonder who this figure is here. They look like a dragon. It's almost like a more naturey looking version of the dragon who has the kid and like opening the gate. We still don't know much about her. Oh, it couldn't be Grappler or War Master. Fair, fair. Well, now priests are one of your gauntlet classes. So you'll at the very least be able to do that.
And is home to 7 temples.
Yeah, so it's 7 temples.
Depending on which temple you volunteer in, you'll acquire a blessing to use.
Aurora's Blessing has damage and physical attacks for 1 turn. That might not be the crest thing. There might still be characters with specific crests as well. Because you would think, unless it's specific to a character that you send, that like you would either have it for everyone to use as an ability or not. But maybe if it's only a character that you send to do it, they get that buff. Hey, Dre. Hope you enjoyed the trailer. I was confused. Do you start as Eshmel when you boot the game, or do you spawn in as Eshmel in the second part? It definitely seems... Well... There's actually no confirmation of that. There is actually no confirmation of that one way or the other, Dre. That's a fair point. Because it could very well be that you start off in the middle of the disaster and then you get sent back. And that's why you're able to jump between the storylines. You might be onto something with that, actually. You might start in the time skip. Choose which Eshmel you're going to play, male or female. Get the lowdown from Sothis. Then choose which character to start with when Fortuna sends you back. You might be onto something with that. That might be the case.
Use in battle.
Okay. So Fortuna is one of the gods. There's 7 total. And then we've got Aurora here. She's got defensive stuff. She's like the goddess of light. So these crests... I don't have all the crests memorized. Is that the crest of Albin that she has? My main thought was which layout would be the best gameplay-wise. I feel like it'd be more interesting to hit the time skip and then go back. Because otherwise it's like, okay, so are you just running around with Eshmel the entire time and they've just not been showing that to keep us on our toes? I don't know. I don't recognize some of these other crests, though. More importantly, who will make the most fun Smash character in the future? I mean, you know it's probably going to be Dietrich. But Theodora would be sick as hell. So, all right, I'm pulling up a list of the crests on my phone. Let's see. Because I don't have them all memorized anymore. It's been too long. But I don't recognize most of these. Okay, so... this does not show all of them. Here we go. This one does. All right. So this guy here has Macuil. I forgot about that one. Okay. Then... Yep, here we've got Albin. Here, this is... I don't know what this one is, actually. I have no idea what this one is. I don't think we've seen this one before. Yeah, Underworld Boon must be a buff that the demon forces get. Like the undead ones. You probably deal low damage to them unless you have like light magic that deals bonus damage to the undead, or have something else that neutralizes Underworld Boon. Character prologue, tournament arc, substantial time doing missions, etc. Evil God resurrected on a predetermined date. 1 or 2 missions happen, everyone dies, time skip avatar. That's what I was initially thinking, yeah. It would definitely follow the Three Houses formula, like the good Admiral Fujitora is saying. Okay, but then Fortuna has Goneril, which makes sense because it's X Wheel of Fortune. So what are you? It seems almost like this is similar. It's similar to a few crests, but it doesn't... Oh, no, it's right here. It's Daphne. I missed it. Ha, never mind. All right. Got it.
These provide...
Oh, wait. We get names. So we just straight up have Mars. Okay. Sick. So, all right, let's look at what they're different. Come on, back farther. Come on, frame by frame. You can do it. Thank you. Smirnoff. Smirnoff. Hit plus 50 to magical attacks for 1 turn. Okay. Range +1, magic +5.
These provide...
And Mars is physical attacks. Okay, yep.
effects, such as a temporary...
Yeah, so then that's where we're seeing the crit hit boost. Yep.
Stat buff,
and damage boost.
having the damage you receive, and more.
Yeah, okay.
Speak to an exam proctor to take a certification exam.
Oh my god. Look at absolute unit Dietrich and Dreadnought here. Holy. God damn. Boy is thick. Thanks to thick armor, this heavy infantry class is like a sturdy wall defending allies. So you lose move, you get HP strength, yep, defense, all the classics. Has some class abilities, strike last defense +5. Okay, that's cool. Level 35, we're now on level 8. Primary skills armored, and then axes and lances. Got it. Focused counter, master ability. Interesting. All right. Yeah, without the break and the being unbreakable mechanic, it's going to make Armor Knights a lot harder to make good again. But, I mean, with good abilities, they'll still be worth it. So, like, depending on what Focused Counter does. Flame Emperor Dietrich, pretty much, yeah. Bardinger. Yep, C horses, B lances and swords. Of course. Lead who gallops across the battlefield with alacrity, punishing foes from horseback. So 6 move there. Nothing crazy. A little bit of a strength drop. Res, speed, charisma. Mount and dismount. So that's interesting. That must be... Because we've seen that you can dismount in other trailers and footage. So I'm assuming that's because lances now seemingly have inbuilt anti-cavalry. So there's going to be times where you just don't want to be on horseback so that you don't take a huge chunk of extra bonus damage. So that's interesting. And then they have Aegis as their master ability. All right. So we still have tanky horses. Cool. What is a Forest Knight? Is that a misspell? No. So Forest Knights are going to be like your Rangers. Dismount to triple your spear defense. Basically, yeah.
The chance of success...
Ovate. A black... they've got like an Anubis head on the generic like sprite. That's sick. All right, so come on. Show me the details here. Don't you try to hide it from me. Black magic user who deals high amounts of damage cutting through heavy armor. So they keep specifying that magic is effective against armor, which obviously, because they always have bad resistance. But I'm wondering if, much like with lances being effective against cavalry, if now you're going to have an actual effective damage bonus for magic against armor. That'd be pretty brutal unless they've given Armor Knights way better resistance flatline. But then at that point, what even is the point? Like, what does it matter? Hope Cavalry are not very OP. Well, they clearly have done something to account for that, since Bardinger only has 6 movement compared to the 5 that like Dietrich has on foot, or that foot units seem to have in general. So they don't already have a massive range bonus, which is definitely needed. Black Magic Seeker. Maybe that means you can use... No, I don't know what that would mean. So I'm assuming they still have it as black magic and white magic in this. So bind to speed is a master ability. Interesting. Interesting. Yeah, Fabio is not on the boat with Dietrich. So he's here for some other reason, presumably because he's a missionary. They're going to be hit with all spears being effective. That's also true. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Strength goes down as a magic user. Yep, unsurprisingly. That is interesting to note, though, because there has been quite a bit of mention of casters that also use swords. So, going to be curious to see how that shakes out, too.
Depends on who's taking the test and the class they're aiming for. So be sure...
Wait, there was other details there. I was reading chat. Black Magic Seeker's probably plus accuracy with Black Magic. Fair. Yep, no, that's fair. Can you romance Fabio? That's a great question. We don't know if there's going to be romances yet. So Bishop. It's zoomed in still, so we see White Magic, presumably White Magic Seeker, Magic Heal, and then we don't get to see the Master ability. And then we've got Sniper, cool, Forest Knight, Warrior, and then, yeah, Shido. Show me this. This seems like our Sword Master equivalent. Absolutely sick design. Very, oh, what's his bucket from Final Fantasy X? Oron. Combat art, something, sword crit. Oh, it's combat art plus 2 damage, sword crit plus 5, and then we don't get to see the master ability here.
So be sure they have the necessary skills before applying.
To attain the pleasure I seek.
You can also receive quests from townsfolk. Complete
Alright, so we
them
get
by
side
a given
quests.
deadline
Cool.
to receive reward.
Okay. So you get pike, presumably, so you can make meals and everything. Makes sense. Reward of 600 gold. Okay, cool.
You never know who might ask
I'm
for your
grateful
help.
for your help in this matter.
Yeah, so see, even Solel, he's got the blonde and the green going on as well. So that is definitely still very indicative of dragons. Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's, oh, what's his name? Yeah, the Swordmaster in Engage, who's insanely busted that I turned into an Armor Knight. I can't remember his name right now because my brain is too busy processing Fortune's Weave info.
The Divine Sovereign? Why would someone of your stature be here?
In the recruitment, this is where I tune back in a little bit.
You can also recruit powerful warriors you meet in Daxian. Even if they turn you away at first, try giving them gifts.
Appreciate it.
She sounds like
Or
Marianne.
invite them to share a meal. That might be enough to win them over. At inns, not only can
Okay, cool. So this is where you can do the meals stuff. Nice. So you use meals to get support points. It's not for stats or anything. Makes perfect sense. Absolutely.
you lodge and eat.
Rent a room. Okay. What does that do for you? Rest for a turn to restore HP, magic, and motivation. Oh. Interesting. So you don't auto, like, recover in between fights. Huh. All right. You got to spend time and money to get your magic uses and your HP back. Okay. Kagetsu, yes, thank you. Yeah, that's very cool. All right, you're going to have to be way more strategic about how you're spending your time and your money then. Yep, and then there's the getting auto activities and all that type of stuff. Yep, yep, yep. There's so many characters, too. My God. Dietrich, Fabio, Esmeralda, Michaela. We knew them. Then Guzrin, Yang Ji, Io, who looks like a Shamir descendant or relative, Noctula, Sophia, Nidine, and Kirok. Good lord, there's a lot of recruitable characters.
You can let time pass to gain experience and gather materials automatically.
So he's a rogue. Rogues are bow users by default this time around again. Okay, okay. Very Niles coded.
Looking good.
Characters who've grown close may converse and show their support to each other here too.
Oh, and can I get a raise? Then I'd be psyched to work even harder.
Looks like Felix. Oh, yeah.
I came here to say I was pulling for you, but it went the other way around.
Health management,
As your
yep.
journey continues, you'll gain access to even more facilities.
Remember this for a long time to come.
This is the Pale Raven's Perch.
Okay.
A spot where a mysterious white bird rests its wings. From here,
Yeah, so that is definitely Ishmael, because it's the same color scheme. This is such an interesting mechanic here. Go all the way back. Show me... Come on, all the way back. I want to see each description. Yeah, dude, I love the animated portraits. People were saying it uses live 2D, which is interesting. That's really clever. Lillian reminds you of Leonie. Yep. There's definitely characters that seem like they're direct descendants. I mean, Ursula seems like 100% a Marianne descendant, but then there's also the green-haired girl whose name I can never remember, who also seems like just green-haired Marianne. So it's like, there's so many questions. Visited by a temple knight who's come to tell Kai's father it's time to face punishment for crimes committed before Kai's birth. Accompanied by his childhood friends, Kai sets off to the Imperial capital. So these are just the things that we know. Flame Lord info? Hold on, what's that? In the bottom right, Flame Lord info? Is that... I'm assuming that's what Ishmael is, the Flame Lord. Huh.
bird rests its wings.
Cheeseburger, that's actually a funny point. Yeah, the bathing suits cover more skin than the actual outfits sometimes. Dietrich, an alluring swordsman descended from one of Fodlan's legendary 10 elites. Straight confirmation there again. Okay, is shipwrecked in Dagda by a vast sea creature. With his hero's relic, the Fellblade Answer, he follows his unquenchable thirst for battle to Daggerson in hopes of entering the heroic games. John Fire Emblem, yep.
From here,
Theodore returns to the royal capital of Magaira for the first time in years after a tour of duty at Fort Zanbar, only for an assassin to slay her father and take her right arm. Oh. Is that why she's able to huck giant boulders and throw wagon wheels at people and stuff? She's got a prosthetic. Interesting. They saw Mulaney and were like, all right, we need our own buff badass lady with a fake arm. Let's go. Flame Emperor, yeah, right. Could you imagine?
you can swap to...
And then, yeah, Letta. Interesting. Very interesting.
a different hero. Progress is saved for each of the heroes, so playing through all 4 of their stories in parallel is an option.
So, her arm might be a hero relic. Oh, that's a good idea as well, Any Road. That's a very good point. Nintendo killed it with these character designs. Oh, dude, yeah. Oh, my God, yeah. Yeah, they did. So, I'm wondering... I'm assuming that each hero has a set core. Like we saw Dietrich's there, potentially, right? But then there's certain characters that are recruitable by anybody on any route. I do wonder if you recruit a character with, say, Dietrich, are they no longer recruitable with Kai? Or are the stories, because they have separate saves, as it said, are they considered separate stories? Because otherwise, like, you would run into an issue where it's like everyone is winning and losing simultaneously. And that wouldn't make any sense. So, yeah, I'm betting that each character has a fairly decent roster of just their own specific recruits. And then there's other characters that you can recruit around the world map. but we've seen so many playable characters, like an insane amount.
When you venture outside of Daxian, you can explore areas across the continent. Time passes every time you move, so plan your expeditions carefully.
Okay, so you don't... Each space is not a day. Each space is like a few hours in a day. So that gives you a lot more time to work with than people were initially thinking you might have when dealing with the world map. Starting to think 4 distinct timelines. That's what it's feeling like. Yeah. Yeah, like, this is the timeline where Kai won the games. This is the timeline where Letta won the games. Yada, yada, yada.
Visit towns to purchase local wares.
Anything you'd like?
This is very Shadows of Valencia, yeah. And, oh, that's interesting, too. The shop is only open at certain times. Oh, that's going to be... Oh, this is going to be so interesting, but so weird. Like, Skyrim ass. Oh, God, I got to the town at the wrong time, and now the shop isn't open for 6 hours. How do I waste time? But I don't want to waste time because I only have so much time. Oh, man. The world map is pretty freaking big, man. From what we've seen of it, it's pretty large. Wait, what was that about fletching? I'm assuming those are just gifts, but... They improve accuracy, primarily enjoyed by archers. Yeah, it's just a gift. I was wondering if it might also like apply a beneficial effect, but probably not. It's probably just a gift.
Or gathering.
I saw something else there. What was that? Temple of Fortuna? Hold on. Fortuna's Temple. So does that mean that the temples are not in Daxian? You have to go out on the world map to get the blessings and then bring them back. Because that could justify them being really powerful then if you don't just get to go like, I'm going to send one character for a day to clean the temple here in Daxian and get a buff. Like, but you have to actually plan it as part of your next journey. That would be very interesting as well.
Gather information that could be useful on your adventure. Travel with your allies to improve everyone's abilities in battle.
Dude, like, that is definitely Felix Shamir. Like, look at this kid. Come on. Get the fate of the other characters out of the way, please. There we go. This guy right here... Where's my mouse? Hello, mouse? Come on. This guy right here definitely looks like Felix and Shamir had a kid.
Enemies will randomly appear on the world map.
So you can pin specific areas. Different areas have their own resources that you can get and stuff. Okay, okay.
When you encounter one, a skirmish will begin.
And yeah, so it's described as a skirmish, so like...
Earn experience.
These are meant to be
felling
much
your
smaller
foes.
fights.
You'll also find dungeons where you'll collect materials.
Yeah, see, this we need to see more about with the way the dungeons work. Because you have this, like, total HP, LP, magic percentage. So it's like, is this where we're seeing more of the, like, those JRPG-style fights then? And this is your party's whole set of resources? I'm assuming so, because it's, like, total HP.
For strengthening weapons, along with other treasures.
Dew of Peace. Unit cannot suffer a critical attack until unit's next phase. Oh, interesting. That's a cool way to add some new consumables.
When you encounter enemies roaming in a dungeon.
Yeah, okay, so this is where they said that.
A turn-based clash that differs from normal battles will begin.
Oh, link attacks. That's what your LP is. Sorry to flashbang everybody there. Okay. Like, it's literally just straight up playing Final Fantasy in Fire Emblem when you're in dungeons. That is so friggin' cool. All this world map stuff, and I can't help but wonder how well going full aggro, next fight would go. It's a good question, man. It's a very good question.
I suppose I must.
In clashes, you can perform attack combos with your allies. Plus, each of the 4 heroes
Real foes lurking at locations within range, right?
can use abilities that are unique to them. For instance, Dietrich can flush out enemies in hiding. While Theodora can recruit soldiers in towns,
That's a very nice switch up
send
for
out
dungeons,
assembled
yeah.
troops to gather materials, or deploy them in battle.
Will not miss this chance.
Need some help!
Make the most of these commands to enhance.
Oh. So Kai actually plays Pokemon. Learnable mounted ability. Paired bulk grants build +4. So you can customize, assuming that this is specific to Kai. It might not be, but it says hero specific talents in the top left, so I'm assuming it is. Kai can be very customizable based on what animals you get for him. That's cool. And it makes sense, like, he's the young kid, so he's kind of like the build-your-own-hero JRPG-style character. Cool.
Enhance your power battle.
Okay, and then Letta can do performances to get extra rewards. Cool. Improved mount. Can we get some improved armor? What about us without animals? Yeah, right?
Bold warriors, draw now upon your strength. Hold fast to the devotion in your beating hearts. For those who stand upon the final stage, I shall grant whatever wish you may desire. So say I,
The heck was going on with that guy's hand?
That I vow to you.
Oh, Dietrich, what do you have going on there, bud?
Daxian.
Hold on, that was interesting. That, it almost looked like... First of all, this guy's hand is like made of obsidian and has claws, so like what the hell's going on there?
So say I,
But then, so Dietrich gets hurt, and it looks like, much like what happened with Sylvain's brother when he tried to use their family lance but didn't have the crest and he got turned into a demonic beast. It looks like that's what's happening here. This, yeah, the goop. That's exactly what happened to him in Three Houses. That's interesting.
People of Daxian, hear me now as I declare that the heroic games have begun!
Go out there and tame some wild adamant plate. All right. We're going to watch this section one more time, and then I'm probably going to call it because I need to actually start working on my video now that we've done some analysis. It's very notable that Theodora's statue is the only one that's defaced. Yeah. See you later, Segno.
See the glow of flames ever burning bright on the swift rivers drift, broken memories alight. I see that my song has finally reached your ears.
"5 years after the heroic games, Dagda faces its end at the hands of the revived demon god Balor.
I want to get a better view of her face. There's one shot where they show it better.
Even the 4 heroes who played a significant role in the heroic games have vanished. To confront the situation, the progenitor god,
The years
Sophis,
were long.
calls down a single soul.
We don't know anything about this character either in the red.
This is the story's true protagonist. You are given two choices. Face the forces of the demon god Balor on your own.
Yeah, you're okay.
No easy.
Someone did mention that Ishmael does turn into the bird during their attack, so 100% confirmation that the bird is our playable character. They took Micaiah and Yune and just put them into one, basically. Just bought 3 houses because of this law. I mean, yeah.
Or use the time-traveling powers of the goddess Fortuna.
Fortuna's got such a wild design, too. I love it.
To change the fates.
Oh, so now, okay.
Hero.
So there are 2 birds. She is on Ishmael's shoulder as like a parakeet. But then you also become a bird. And that's the bird that jumps between the timelines. 2 birds confirmed. Fire Emblem, 2 birds.
You must carve your path in the hope of saving Dagda from destruction. Those who join you in the future will strengthen the might of your assembled forces.
That's
This
the spear is made of the
where
sword of the creator,
story
man.
begins.
There's no way it's
The
not.
end of the world at the hands of the demon god. Which path will you walk?
The rest is up to you.
Fire Emblem, Fortune's Weave.
God damn, man. Absolutely insane. We have the 2 birds, now where's the 1 stone? Theodora has it, actually. She rips it out of the ground and hucks it at people as her special ability. Oh, man. All right, so now the question, chat. Which Ishmael are you going to pick, male or female? I legitimately don't know. I love both of their designs. They're so sick. God. Oh. I would play 3 Houses before this comic. This is going to blow 3 Houses out of the water quality-wise, I think. And there's going to be so many callbacks and references that you'll be able to get better if you've played this. Or once you play this, if you've played 3 Houses, I should say. So I want to see... I know I said I was going to call this after we watch that section, but...
Dietrich, ever in search of a stronger opponent, is attacked by an enormous monster while sailing a stormy sea.
Beautiful.
He then washes ashore in the foreign land of Dagda.
I wonder if that's just a crazy monster or if it's like a
He
demonic
then
beast or
washes
something.
ashore
Whoop.
in the foreign land of Dagda.
I don't know why we doubled there.
This is where, between battling bandits and beasts, he learns of the heroic games. To slake his thirst for battle.
So it seems like he actually absorbs the essence of stuff that he kills, or at least with the beast there he did. Come on, go back, go back, go back, go back. Don't, God, don't blink at me in slow motion, Fabio, please. I was more frames into Fabio standing there than I thought we were. Yeah, see, he's actually absorbing the energy from it looks like. It kind of looks like the Blood Gang at a glance, but it's not. I've compared both of them. It definitely is a distinct design. Oh, did I miss the... I missed the lady's face, didn't I? All right, that's all right. I'll grab it for my video.
Games. To slake his thirst for battle, Dietrich decides to compete in the heroic games.
God, Dietrich's face here is insane. I was not expecting him to have such a creepy look on one, or like any of his expressions. He's looked so serene otherwise.
New allies at his side.
That settles it. Time to hit the road. To Daxian.
I've been saying Dagazin, it's Daxian. I'm dumb.
Hailing from the kingdom of Ceramus in the south, Theodora represents a culture that worships the keeper of death and night.
They worship the keeper of death and night. There's a lot to look at with this tapestry in particular, because you have what looks like Sothis, sort of, worshiping the sun and bringing people out of the darkness. But then you are quite literally sacrificing people in a giant boiling cauldron on the left. So
a goddess loathed throughout the lands.
Euphos, the keeper of death and night. Interesting.
Swearing to restore the honor of her goddess and defend the faith of the people.
The Mosa. Who are the Mosa?
And the peace of her kingdom. Theodora leads her veteran retainers into battle.
God, the cutscenes look so good too, man.
A young woman born into prestige and blessed with musical talent, Lita is consumed by rage following her father's murder at the hands of an unknown assailant. Having given everything to seek revenge, she eventually learns of the killer's plan to participate in the heroic games.
Alive! I will kill him.
To bring an end to the man who murdered her father, Lita heads to Daxian with supportive companions in tow.
I'm sorry, Theodora, but I won't be letting you take the victory today.
If victory is decided by conviction alone, then I think it shall not be up to you.
I have burned to duel you, white-maned demon.
Fabio is lurking over his shoulder. Oh my god.
But I'm sorry. Failure is not an option for me either.
That's a good.
But that's only because I don't have any choice.
That's a good theory, Ahmed. That's fair. God, this music. Oh.
Going into each match, you'll choose your party members.
Yes, you get the guest characters. Okay, interesting. Huh. I wonder... Gun Nun might be with Dietrich then. We haven't seen this girl before. Actually, God, again, there's a couple we haven't seen before, I don't think, anyway. This very, flower girl looking, a hippie looking girl. And then, I don't know who the heck this is or what they do.
And their initial placement on the field. Then, let the battle
Yeah,
come.
lots of destructible terrain. Very
Each
cool. All
unit's
right, and then this is the how to play thing. So, okay. So here, we will, we'll look for the lady's face quick here.
The end of the world at the...
There we go. I knew it was right there somewhere. It's just for a frame. I mean, this also has to be a dragon. She's got the ears. She's got the green hair. See, if we were thinking that this was pre-Three Houses, then I could almost see this being this is Flayn's mother and is holding Flayn, and that's why Seth is here. But that would make no sense, I don't think. Well, we know she's not Rhea. Yes, definitely. So it's a sister. Does she? I mean, she could be a sister. Have we heard of a sister before for Sothis? I mean, it could be Sothis' mother, potentially. But I mean, Sothis is the progenitor god. I would be surprised if there was anyone above her. Yeah, we don't know who the baby is or who the baby belongs to. It seems like the baby is being taken. I don't think it's Eshmel either, because Eshmel seems like they're literally straight up an angel. So,
the hands of the demon god.
I mean, the baby could just be the vessel to reincarnate the demon god, maybe?
Which path will you walk?
The rest is up to you.
Fire Emblem, Fortune's Weave, launches September 17th, only on the Nintendo.
All right, guys. This has been awesome. Like, whoa. God damn. Okay. Yeah. Lot to unpack here. A lot to unpack here. But September 17th cannot come soon enough. Barely over a month. A month and like a week and a half. Unless it's Theodora's god. Well, I think that's... She could be the god, yes. You would think the demon lord or whatever would be Theodora's god, but maybe not. I don't know. So many questions. But yeah, for now, I think we're going to wrap this one up here so I can go and start actually working on getting my footage and starting to break down my analysis, because my lord, there's a lot to discuss, even just mechanically, let alone story-wise. That'd probably be 2 different videos at this point. But no, this is absolutely phenomenal. I'm so impressed. Obviously, it's too easy to call what the actual quality of it is going to wind out being. But I'm going to go out on a limb and say it's possible this might be one of the best Fire Emblem games that they've ever made. I'm going to say it now. I'm not going to say it's guaranteed going to be, because we haven't played it, but it could be. All the building blocks are there. I'm extremely intrigued. Very, very excited. Demon God narration, the god name and text for Theodora's god are different to my ears, though. True. That's true. They could, yeah, Valor, they said, I think, right? So maybe it's Theodora's god that serves the Demon King. Yeah, that's possible. That is very possible. Guys, this has been an absolute pleasure. I expected a lot, and they delivered on every front. Super exciting stuff. Thank you all for hanging out and chatting with me, theorizing, poking out little details and things that I missed, reacting with me. Always a good time. I'm going to start hammering out a video in a few hours. We'll have my full breakdown of what I've been able to learn thus far, and I'm sure a bunch of other people will or already have as well. So lots of stuff to discuss. But for now, my name has been Tom, otherwise known as Titanium Legman. Thank you all so very much for watching. We should be back tonight for Rogue Trader with Eric. I have to double check and make sure he's actually able to do it, but I think he should, so I think it should be fine. And start counting your days, because it's almost here. I'll talk to y'all soon, everybody. Bye for now. Peace.